This is Diane with Bolan-Beaty Boogie, and this week Marc brings a couple of his friends on the show to talk about what he's always talking to me about, which is basically when you're in spirit or when you're out of this physical realm, your lives aren't that much different in the sense that you have your family, you have your loved ones, you have work if you want to do it, you have your beliefs, you know, so basically you don't change too much, and it's not that different. He points that out to me a lot, and so today he brought a couple of his friends on the show who talk about their lives, where they are, what they do, why they do it, and then Marc's asked them if they have any words that they would like to share with us. So I think it's a great show. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. Yeah. Here I am. Hello. Yep. Made it. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Marc. I made it to Earth. Yep. I'm here. Yeah. Well, you know, Diane talked about that. Do I need to introduce myself every week? Do I need to say I was the, yeah. I was the main man, really. Well, in T-Rex, I was. I mean, there were others helping, of course. It was a team effort. Yep. But you know, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm Marc. I'm here. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some guests. Oh yeah. I forgot to mention you guys. I do have some friends with me in the audience. Not audience. Studio. Who I bounce things off of. Yeah, and they help with the energy levels here too, okay? Yeah. So they help, so they help things, well, it's a long explanation. Oh, yeah, I better zero in a little bit more. I think I'm a little bit outside of Diane's body yet, still. Yeah. Well, we weren't sure we were going to be able to do the session today. Okay, yeah. No, yeah. And I need to, maybe ground a little bit more. Yep. Can you guys help me with that? Yep. Okay. Yeah, better. Okay, yeah. So let's get started for today. Yeah, so I'm going to bring some friends onto the show. So we've got some guests to look forward to. Yeah. So now the conversation might just go wherever. Okay, but I've got two guests I want to bring on the show. I'm going to bring them in at the same time, I think. Yeah. They're going to be here at the same time. They are, I guess, well, they're definitely not human. Yeah. No, they're not human. Okay, so one is what we would consider, or what would be termed, I guess, whatever, interdimensional being. Okay, and then the other is a form of energy. Okay. And you may, when I bring the guests in, I'll ask them to explain and describe who they are and what form of energy they may take, physical, non-physical, whatever. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, and the topic, so I asked them, in general, to talk about, well, who they are for one, and get their take on Earth and humans. That's one thing I asked them to talk about, and just describe their day-to-day life. Yeah. In the form that they take or who they are. Okay. Yeah. So let's bring them in. Are they here? Yeah. Oh, they're coming. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here they are. Okay. Are you coming? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So my guest, so I've got two guests here. Okay. So one is energy form, as I said, and the other is an interdimensional. So you are a physical being. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, hold on. They're just getting. They're getting themselves in place here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, Lucien, that's the energy here on the left. Lucien, Lucien. Yeah, and you are non-physical, right? Great. Okay, and then we've got, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's it. I'm just scanning some energy. Yeah. Okay. And Rupert. Okay, Lucien and Rupert. Okay, now, yeah, well, well, yeah, there was some confusion over what names you wanted to present. Okay, well, no, this is what I mean, this is what okay, yeah, no. This is what I call you. Okay, you're just, oh, well, okay, Rupert, that's not really your name, but they wanted to, you wanted to present something, kind of that people would understand. Okay, yep. It's a much more complicated name, and the same, well, it's what I call you sometimes, but I know you have other names. Okay, but just for the sake of simplicity, these are the names I'm going to use. Okay, Lucien and Rupert. Okay, yep. Yeah, it's a little like Lucien's name is, well, you don't have an English name. No, neither of you do. No. Why would you have an English name? That's not your language. No. Okay, so thanks for coming on the show. Well, I've met you throughout my travels, okay? Obviously, I'm a very old spirit, as we all are. And I've been traveling. Yeah, I'm a big traveler, okay? I love to travel. Our viewers would probably realize that, but I spend a lot of time traveling, sometimes by myself, sometimes with others. I was just meeting with David Bowie a few days ago. He's doing great. And so, David does travel a lot. He does travel a lot, but not necessarily right now for like a pleasure. He travels because of the work that he's doing. So he tends to stay in places for not long amounts, but some time. Whereas I like to, I like to go just all over. Okay. And I don't really have work that I do other than what I'm doing with Diane right now. No. Okay. So Lucien, and Rupert. Yeah, I think those names look good. Those names are good. Okay. So Lucien, it doesn't really matter where we met. Now, you are a non-physical form. Okay, so can you describe yourself a little bit to us? Okay, so you are what would be considered some type of, what do you think? Yeah. So you're some type of, well, you're an energy form. It would be too much to go into the, what you're made up of. Right. Okay, but you are a form. Now, you're saying there's a lot of different forms of energy, obviously. There's thought energy, there's wavelengths, there's, and there's, depending on where you go in the universe, there's going to be entities or beings or whatever, made up of all different types of energy. Now, when I look at you, you look like, well, it's like spirit energy, you are kind of like a spirit energy, but you're not necessarily considered. When humans think of spirits, necessarily, you think of somebody probably who's dead, right? Yep. You could possibly think of it that way, right? But that's not the way we think of it, of course, because we're living our normal lives, right? So that's what we're bringing up here. So you would be, you were. Well, that's it. I mean, we are kind of spirit energy. If you want to call it that. But you're from a particular place, right? Yeah, so you're from a particular. So it's all really about frequency levels, okay? It's about frequency levels, vibrational levels, like where you're located, right? But you can still be considered from a certain quadrant or certain vortex or a certain somewhere in the universe. Okay. Yep. So I did meet you on one of my travels. Right. Well, yeah. So it was a really interesting meeting. I was visiting someplace I'd never been to before, and you were there. You just happened to be there, and it was kind of wasn't it? Yeah. And it was, we were at a very particular kind of. It was kind of like a vortex. It was kind of like a vortex. It's a very unusual one, and I think we've talked about it on the show, and that's where we met. Right. Okay, so I'll talk to you first. Okay, let's talk. Yeah, I'll talk to you first. Okay, so where do you normally hang out? Yeah. Wherever you are. Okay, that's a great answer. You hang out wherever you are. Okay, but do you have what do you do? Do you have a job? Do you just do you mingle? Do you create anything? Do you okay, that's what well, no, I know what you do, but I want to get it from you. Okay, so you are an explorer. Okay, you are an explorer. Okay, yep. So that's that's why we met, of course. But so where do you explore? Okay, so well, I have been on a lot of trips with you, but I want to get it from your take on it. Okay. So you're an explorer, and that's what you like to do. You like to explore unusual places. Right. So you go to places that many will not go, many do not haven't heard of, and well, so if you're in spirit, okay, let's say you're in spirit, you don't need material possessions. Okay, you don't need money. So do you do it because you just love to do it? Do you do it for another? Okay, so you do it actually, like a job, but you love to do it. Okay, so even though you're in spirit, okay, you do have jobs, right? In a way, I mean, you do have purpose. You do have things that So all of us are. Hold on. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Oh, yeah. Okay, So, so we're all creating, okay? You don't need to have a purpose in your life, whether it's a physical or a spirit life, but most of us do. I mean, you may think that when you pass back over to spirit, when you, leave your physical body, you just float around or something. No, you don't, okay? You don't. You have a purpose, whatever that might be for you, right? And, well, it is a job, and not really a job. It's more like, I guess you can call it, well, you can call it your purpose, or you can call it what you're into doing, right? Right. I mean, you could have a band of some sort. You could be a creative artist. You could be whatever you want, right? And that's usually what you do in your spirit life once you pass. Of course. But you do it for research purposes, really, even though you love doing it. So it would be much like an explorer in, Victorian times or whenever, 18th century on Earth. People who went out and explored the Earth and made the maps and all that stuff. But you're doing the same about the universe in general, right? Well, yeah. So you go to very, very unusual, maybe out of the way places. Now, okay, I'm going to give him a chance to talk in a second. I'm just explaining. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's a question that's coming up in my mind, exactly. So if you're in spirit and you can go wherever you want, wouldn't all the places already be discovered? Right. No. A lot of them are, but no. I mean, do you know how vast the universe is? Right. Okay, so So Lucien, what's your take on it? Okay. Yeah, I'll let you talk. Okay, so he is saying, this is what he's always done. Okay, in between lives. Okay, so you have been physical, of course. Yeah, he's saying, of course, he's been physical. And he's saying I mean, a lot of beings in spirit, what is considered spirit, the astral, have taken some form of a physical life. Okay, so in between, but yeah, so you're in spirit more than you are in physical lives. Okay, but did you do the same thing when you were in physical lives? Did you wander where were you an explorer? Yeah, you were. Okay, so he's saying that he wouldn't, you wouldn't really want to take on a physical life unless you were, so unless you were taking on the same type of work. And well, of course you have, but most of the time and so you were considered an explorer. Were you on Earth? Yes. Okay. So yeah, you love doing it, and you wouldn't really think of doing anything else. Okay. Right. But you have. Okay. Yeah. So tell us about some of the unusual places you've been, and was it when you were physical or non-physical? Okay. Non-physical. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. No. He's showing me pictures of a waterfall. So why are you doing that? Okay. Oh, okay. It's an energy waterfall. Okay. It's an energy waterfall. Now, where is it? Okay. He said, yeah. It's quite a ways away from Earth. It's an energy waterfall. Yeah. Now, how does that work? Yeah. Okay. Now, is there so you're showing me the waterfall and you're trying to explain, is specific energy that goes here. It's okay. So the waterfall is much like it's an energy waterfall. So it's much like, cleansing, like, and movement. So that, much like a waterfall on Earth. So he's saying it's not a coincidence that you have waterfalls on Earth. Okay. Because they are also in spirit or on the astral, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And it does pretty much the same purpose. So it cleanses, it changes the actual consistency of the energy that goes down it. So it'll flow from obviously one place to the next. And when it comes down from it will be changed. It will be changed. The energy will be changed. Even though it's not physical energy, the non-physical energy will be, it is kind of a purification. Okay, it is a kind of a purification. It's a cleansing waterfall. Now, how many of these? He said there are a fair amount of these out there. Okay, so what type of energy? How would the energy get there? Is it something, okay, where a group in spirit will say, okay, well, let's send these thoughts or whatever we have to this cleansing waterfall? He said it can happen like that. It can happen like that. But there's another, let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you actually make it a point of going to these waterfalls, and you do actually, Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, I haven't, I've run across Lucien, but we haven't had really in-depth talks before. I see him on my trips. Okay. So yeah, you do actually help purify, because you're showing me like a pH stick. Yeah. And so you will check the atmosphere, you will check the clarity, you're saying, of the energy that's in these waterfalls. Yeah. So they're kind of like what you would see maybe in on Earth, like in a national park or is that what it is? A national park or a forest or something like that? A very pure place. Okay, a very pure place. So they're going to be, and there are major ones, there are smaller ones, but they are spread out all over. And energy is sent there to be purified. Now, where is this energy coming from? Okay, so you're saying it can come from anywhere. It can come from anywhere. It can even come from a physical place. Yeah. And be transformed, transmuted, I guess. Yeah, transmuted would be a better term. Yeah. Okay, so it's recycled. Basically, it's recycled. It's one of the, So when you hear about it, energy being transmuted and recycled, this is one of the places where it's done. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Thanks for the visuals. Well, I have been to these places, but not to the degree that you're showing me. It's what you're showing me is a much bigger deal than what I've seen. Okay. Now, why would there be different? Okay. So he's saying it is kind of like different quadrants or different sections of the universe will have maybe a major one and then some smaller ones, because it can't take it all in, right? So there's going to have to be some larger ones, and then there can be smaller ones if needed, right? Why wouldn't there just be large ones? Well, yeah, okay. So he's saying it just all depends. It all depends on what is needed, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so there are large ones where this energy has been transmuted. Yeah, and we've talked about this before on the show, energy transmutation and where this happens. We've seen it a little bit different than what you're explaining here, though. Okay, and then he's saying it takes a while to build up the energy to a larger scale. Yeah. So it's kind of, yeah. Okay, thanks. Anything else you want to talk about? Any other place that you've been that you want to, let's see if I can get that. Yeah, okay, yeah, so you're showing, yeah, well, you're showing me a bunch of different things. So can you narrow it down a bit? I know you've got a, well, yeah, so Lucien, being in spirit, of course, he can, yeah, you can multiply. I mean, you can think about a lot of things at once, but I'm doing this through actually a human brain right now, even though I am using my spirit being. Yeah, you don't want to overload, Diane's brain here. Okay, he's going to narrow it down a bit. Yeah, another place that would be of interest to our viewers on Earth here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm going to talk to Rupert. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you're showing yourself at a very, 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 very high altitude, and you're looking down. Now, what's going on here? Yeah. So is this another form of your work that you do with the transmutation and the purity? Yeah, you're saying it is, but I'm not getting what it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not getting it. Okay. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So you're saying, yeah, there's a job that you're doing that's not too many energies do, and it is from a very, very, very high altitude. So you're able to. Okay, you're saying, yeah. I like that. You're saying it's higher than a rainbow, right? So yeah, so you're even going above. Now a rainbow is. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, rainbows are great. Yeah, I love rainbows. Yeah, so you see energy rainbows, of course, on Earth, right? You see a rainbow on Earth, okay? But you're saying, yeah, and you're saying their energy yeah. I mean, there's a physical. Obviously, you can see it, and there's a scientific reason for all the rainbows, right? Right. But you're saying this goes quite beyond that. There is an unseen energy that rainbows also possess, right? More on the spirit side. Right. Joy is one, of course. Yeah, even though there's a practical reason for them, they are amazing. Yeah. And so you're saying, what do you have to do with them? So you're showing me basically one rainbow on top of another rainbow. Right. So they can get to this, really wet, really, really, really high. But what's the purpose of that? Oh, okay. So this is another way of energy transmutation. Using these rainbows as energy transmutation. Yeah, so it seems like, yeah, water is a very, very, very important conduit of transmutation. Right. So yeah. So you're saying this is another way, and this is also energy level on Earth. Right. So yeah, the use of water. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a great job. That's a great job. So how do you do that then? Are you just an observer of this, or do you actually you are an observer of this, but you also help regulate where the energy goes using these type of energy rainbows. Okay. Yeah. And well, yeah. And I'm showing, I mean, I'm seeing, yeah, yeah. So I'm seeing you at the top of these rainbows, these very, very, and they're stacked. They're stacked upon one upon the other. And I see you moving hands, if you were human, moving hands and switching the flow of energy. So that's one of your jobs. Okay, great. Okay, thank you, Lucien. Yeah, we gotta get going here. Okay, thank you for coming on the show. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can stay if you want. You can stay if you want. Okay. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, great. You are. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, Rupert, thanks for waiting. Yep, yep, yep. Well, yeah, we can have back and forth between all of us if you want, but I really wanted to get a sense of who you all are. Yeah. Okay, Rupert. Now, Rupert, yeah, I met you at one of David's events. Okay. Yep, 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 yep. You were at one of David's events. So are you considered like a diplomat from where you come from? Kind of. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Are you a secret type of diplomat? Kind of. He's saying kind of. Okay. Yep, yep. So somebody, well, yeah. Well, you've got that that aura of being a little bit, no, not, but yeah, a little bit, maybe you're there or maybe you're not there type energy, right? Yeah, yep, yep. So you're a little bit on the secret side. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. Okay, so are you going to talk about what you do then? Not too much. A little bit. You can talk a little bit about it. Okay. So are you like a secret agent then, or a spy? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yep, yep. But in a good way, he's saying. Okay, in a good way. Okay, so yeah, I've seen, yeah, I met you and I can see, okay, can you show me, or are you able to show me where you live? Okay, yeah, it's on a ship. You live on a ship, okay? And yeah, we do. Now, do you consider yourself an interdimensional, or what are you? Do you go through different? Yeah, okay, yeah. He said he does. He goes through different dimensions all the time. That's part of your work, right? So you have work. You're considering this work. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. Okay, so you might not be able to tell us what you do, can you? Okay, so you're saying you transfer information from one place to the next. Okay. Yep, yep, yep. Intelligence work. Okay, intelligence work. That's what you're saying. So you're giving, yeah, that's one of the reasons you're giving a fake name. A fake name. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we have to protect our guests. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so well, yeah, well, no, we are protecting our guest. We are protecting. Okay, so you switch, yeah, and well, there is the need to transfer intelligence or information from one place to the other. It's not just done on Earth. You're saying, right? Well, there are factions. Okay. Throughout the universe. Many of them are not in agreement with what's going on. Many of them want to see their needs taken care of before somebody else's, right? So it's not all, yeah, I mean, that's just common, that's just common knowledge, of course. And you help, yeah. Well, yeah, you say you're working for the good gals and guys. Okay, yeah. Is that what you're saying? Gals and guys? Okay. Whatever he said. But yeah, he's working. But is that just is that just your viewpoint? Yeah, well, he's saying that's how he feels. That's how he feels. He's not trading information that would harm anybody. Okay. Sometimes he's saying the information that he's gathering is well, it is kind of cloak and dagger, you're saying, but it is information like, somebody's planning something that maybe, the general populace would need to know about that could injure something or some place or somebody, then you want to find out about it. It's that type of information, okay? So have you been, well, you are physical. You are physical in the sense of you do have a physical body. Right. And he's not going to say what type of physical body that is. No, I'm getting a sense of kind of like a suit of armor on you, actually. Yeah, it's a suit of armor, like a knight in shining armor type thing. That's how you want to present yourself. And he's saying, yeah, that's kind of it, but not in a grandiose way. It's basically kind of the creed of where he comes from. Yeah. So the knight in shining armor persona would, you're not trying to, so that's what you do. You're helping others. And you're saying many of the things that you've done have actually helped the earth, have prevented things from happening on the earth, with the energy or with a physical place or of some sort. Well, we're not going to get into the earth because we've talked about that. So, can you give me an example? Would it be possible? Not specific necessarily of some of the work that you've done. Well, wait, hold on. Why were you at? Okay, so I was going to ask, why were you at David's event then? And can you show up in basically public? Yeah, I mean, he's like anyone else. I mean, some people know who he, and not people, some beings know who he is, but then he's got kind of this counter intelligent or another life, another, okay, so why wouldn't you need to be out in the open if you're doing good? Okay, so he's saying he does have, it's just like anyone else. It's just like anyone else. You would go in and kind of infiltrate somewhere or someplace and find out what others are doing and then bring it back. So you have to have some type of, so you have to have a public persona, but then you have another undercover one. Right, so that happens as well. So it's not only in on Earth that things like this happen. Right. Okay, I've just got a few more minutes here. So anything that you guys would like to say to the people on Earth? Okay. Let's start with Lucien. Anything that you would like to say to our viewers on Earth here? Okay, so he's saying keep it bright. Okay, that'll be less work for him. Okay, keep your energy bright. Always think of the high frequency. Okay, so he's saying, so if you have a couple of options of what to do, faced with problems or faced with conundrums, or you don't know which way to turn. Okay, so he's saying always listen to what your inner self is saying. Your I guess you could call it what they call it, your gut or something like that. So listen to that. Okay, he's saying he deals with this type of energy all the time. Okay, and so if somebody chooses maybe, and you choose it, it's not right or wrong. Okay, he's saying it's not right or wrong, and we've talked about that a lot. But okay, let's say that you're faced with something and you're like, well, I'm going to choose the easier way, or I'm going to choose the way that maybe, not maybe the highest frequency that you could choose. Okay, now he's saying there's nothing wrong with that. You do it for a reason, for whatever reason you might have. Okay, but think about it. Maybe think about it. Okay, because that's going to change your energy level. It's going to change the planet's energy level. It's going to change the energy around you. Okay, so he's saying just try to keep it. Well, you're saying real and uplifted. Okay, because it does affect everything. There's a chain effect. Okay, so he's showing me the rainbow again, and transmutation of that energy is going to be needed in order to keep things in balance, right? And the universe is in balance, he said. Okay, so and so he's saying basically, if you think that you don't affect the universe, this is one of the ways that you do. Right. So think about it. And when you're faced with take time. He's saying, okay, take time if you've got maybe a situation that you're not sure about. Okay, maybe take time before making a decision. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, and Rupert, anything you want to say to the viewers on Earth? Okay, so he's saying something kind of similar. Okay, he's saying, wait, hold on. What do you? Well, yeah, you are saying that. Okay, but you're also showing me like music and being creative, and you're saying don't. Yeah, yeah. So you're saying, oh, okay, yeah, that's important. That's important. Okay, so he's saying, um, don't let that go. Okay, um, you may not feel that he has, like with the job you're doing. You're saying with the job that you do, which deals in intelligence more or less. But you're saying you also have a very creative side. You're showing me music. You're showing me painting type of things, being creative. And that's really important aspect to your life. Okay. So you're saying you can be more than just a job or something like, yeah, something that you do every day on earth to make money to live or support yourself. That's not the only thing you need to do. Okay. Now why are you saying this? Okay. So it's important to you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 So yeah, uplifting thoughts, energies. Okay, so are you saying that you're not seeing that so much on Earth, or why are you saying that? Do you see it? Do you see it on Earth? No. Okay. Yeah, you're saying you see it everywhere. You see it everywhere. Okay. So you're saying it's important to be real to yourself, to who you are. Yeah, and that helps. That does help raise the universe. But yeah, I mean, so you're saying that you could have a day-to-day type whatever you need to do, but make sure that you spend time for yourself, whether or not it's just going out. Yeah, of course, I've heard that a lot from our guest, and yeah, and it is important. It is really, yeah, it's really important that people, yeah, our viewers and people and everyone, everyone in the universe makes it a priority is what you're saying. Make it a priority no matter what you might do in your day-to-day life or whatever you feel like your job might be, is to be yeah to take yourself first. Okay, or to make yourself important, right? To make yourself important, because okay, so you feel that sometimes whatever you do in your job or your day-to-day work overshadows who you might be, and you let yourself basically fall by the wayside, is what you're saying. Right. Yeah, because you just kind of exist. You just kind of exist, and you don't really have interests outside of what your job might be, right? hmm And it's important to keep that. It's important to keep that, whether or not it's reading books or traveling or yeah, and in where you are, would that be different type of things? Yeah, he said no, not too much different. There are different activities that he has access to that those on Earth do not, but it's the same on Earth. Whatever is here on Earth would be, there's so many options. There's so many options. So he's just saying, keep that real for yourself. Don't forget who you are. You might have a job, you might have someplace you go every day or a title of some sort, but that's not necessarily who you are. Okay, unless you make it that way. Okay, you are so he's saying specifically for humans right now. You are a spirit focused in a human body, and then think of who you are. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, and think maybe about your childhood or something. Because there is a fair degree of innocence in childhood. And what were your hopes and dreams when you were a child, right? And think back to maybe that time, and think about all the possibilities that you felt at that time, and have those gone away. What you could achieve, that type. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. I think my time's up here. I'd like to thank my guests, Lucien and Rupert, for showing up on the show and for giving us your viewpoints. And yeah, we always love having guests on the show. Okay. So I think this is it. This is Marc signing off for now, and I will check back in with you all soon. Okay.